Period. Furiana to the Fury A. Yes, it did. Get in here, get in here, get in here.
Oh, not get it.
Yes, it did.
You messed me
Come
right
on
out the
in,
gate.
everybody. It's lit.
You messed me right out the
Mm.
gate. Hey, everybody. We're going to
Mm.
let y'all room, running numbers up, running numbers up, running numbers up, running
Run
numbers
them numbers up. Let
up.
everybody know we live. Yay.
Correct. Hold on. Okay. Okay, my connection should be back because that internet, I don't be trusting it. I don't be trusting. I have to remove it, and I'm a girl. Okay, we should be good now. We should be good. We should be good. We should be okay. Cool. So we're good.
Well, there's
So
been a lot going on these streets since I've been
it,
away. I've been away. I've been away. I've been away.
mm-hmm. Some people think you're hiding. I was like, "Where's my friend,
From who?
girl?"
I'm trying to figure out.
Don't let me start no ish because you already know. Messy is messy is messy is messy.
Oh, yes. And these YouTube streets is messy, friend.
There's so
So
much.
then you gotta have tough skin for these YouTube streets.
Little piece. Little piece. Shout out to the official King Payne.
Yeah.
Being here with us. Oh, look at the chat. Chat running up. Chat running up. Chat running up. Chat
Period.
running
Run
up.
them
Chat
numbers
running
up.
up. Running up.
Run them numbers up.
Period.
We're
You have
live.
King in the building. You have the Prince in the building. Okay. Don't
Royalty, bitch. Royal blood only. Dusty bitches to the back.
all the now
Period.
it's been so long. I'm like, we need to get together and we need to talk and dish because people always feel like I don't know why people always it's like they want us to beef so bad. I'm like, we are
Okay.
not beefing. I'm like, I love him. I'm like,
That
what are you
part.
talking about? It's so
Yes, I
weird.
love Sean. Sean is a
I
really good friend.
this is the thing though. I think it's because we need to show more unity with each other. Okay. I need to come on
Mhm.
your platform more. We need to come on my platform more. We just be so
We be busy.
we do, and that's what people don't get. Like, it's on. You just literally finished a show. Shout out to the Crown family, and also shout out to the House of
Yes.
Pain. The House of Pain, y'all go check out the Lituation Network. Okay,
Yes.
immediately y'all get over there, get y'all subscriptions. There are reality shows over there, reality based shows over there. The continuous situation is going on and on and on and on. And okay, this is just the beginning. Okay,
Yes.
we are so much proud of the official King Payne because he did this all out of his pocket. Okay,
Yes, I
this is
did.
all coming off his back, and I'm a
Girl.
okay. He ain't live with no GoFundmes. He ain't asking no crackheads that are now, allegedly business owners, for no money to invest in them and none of that. And I'm a girl. He's just been doing his thing. So we're so proud of him. It's content creators with over 300,000 subscribers that be live asking y'all for cash apps and
With
is
the
y'all
pussy out.
correct?
Yes. Showing that booty for $5. Is that how you said it?
For booty for
$5.
$5.
Booty call. Yes, it
Cause
did.
friend, would you ever show somebody like that good wop you got over there? And I'm like,
Girl, you can't even
that
get
good
close to
bop
this wife
you
for
got
five
over
dollars,
there, man.
girl.
You showing that for
You
five
can't even
dollars?
get close to this wife for girl. If I see you this wife for $5, you might not come back too, friend. You can be out of it, friend. Okay. Hey,
I need at least
yay.
$1,000 just to go like this.
Girl, that part.
Just to go like
That
this.
part.
We ain't even
Yes, and
got
this girl
to.
got her pussy lips on live for
Yeah,
$5.
$10, $5 will make them holler.
Yes, it
$5
did.
will make them holler, girl.
I seen it too. I got my
Real
own
hard on
pictures. I watched
him.
you over there lying. I got my own pictures. Yes, it did. On the receipt
Correct.
book.
Friend,
I
he
got
said that
pictures
we
of
was
the
lying, friend,
booty
and he
too.
ain't, he showed you his pussy too, right?
Yes. I got my own photos of the bussy. Yes, it did. On the
From
receipt
different
book.
angles, different lighting, all of that. Remember when he called
Mm-hmm.
the police on you?
He thought I was coming to his house, friend.
He
He thought
did.
I was hiding in the bushes. I said,
Hmm.
girl.
I said King Payne is dangerous. King Payne is dangerous. I was like, oh
Yay.
God, what do you know? Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Shout out to all of you in the building. Yes, the official King Payne is in the building. Y'all make sure y'all get over to the Lituation Network, okay? The House of Pain.
Yes.
We will be bringing people over here onto YouTube from the show, guests from the
Yes.
show, castmates. and interviewing them about their experience. We're gonna ask them, is King Pain like evil? How was he to work with? Did you just like hate him or like what? Like was he cool or was he like hell to work with? So we will be doing that in the near future. So make sure, okay, you guys are subscribed to the Lituation Network so y'all can know what the we talking about.
Yes,
Okay,
ask them all of that. Ask them all of that. Ooh,
correct,
showing my
correct. So
studio and shit.
you're going live next, right, on YouTube?
Yes, I'm going live next on
Where
YouTube.
can we find you, friend? Where are you going live next?
Yes, on the Lituation Network on YouTube, the official King Pain on YouTube, where you can find me all over the YouTube and the lituationnetwork.com. Yes, it
Absolutely
did. That's where you can watch the show, House of Pain.
correct.
Hmm.
Dot com. Moms, can y'all go get the Lituate both? The Litu, if you could, please, I would appreciate it. If you have time to grab the lituationnetwork.com link and you could put that in the chat, and also the Lituation over here on YouTube, the channel link, because he's going live over there next. So if y'all could be dropping that link in, my girl,
Yes.
guys, can you please mute the mic? What mic? I don't get it. Oh, you must be talking about the other one. Oh, okay. So yes, so the title is why King Payne and Seandavieway kicked Jaguar Wright to the curb. That is the title. I don't think we've ever talked about this in like detail, like all of the lives that we did when all of that crazy stuff was going down. I don't think we ever got into that, like into detail. Is how I feel. Into details like we've never
Yeah,
talked.
let's talk about it.
Yeah, I think
Let's
it's
clear the
important. I
air. Let's clear the
don't know why.
air. And
Yeah,
because a lot of people hit me up all the time, say why you guys can't, you know, like they would love it if we could just, reconcile or be friends again. I was like, it's just so
yeah,
like what she did, you can't come back from. Like
yeah.
nobody is going to trust you when you move like that.
And you were friends with her for quite some time, though. Like y'all met
Mhm.
in real life and stuff like that. So before we get into the, what happened, because I come into the story, at one point. But before that, I think it's important that people know that you had a past with Jagatha, with J Polar, aka Jacqueline Suzette Wright, aka Jaguar Wright. I think that's necessary. So when you first met her and y'all hung out and she cooked you breakfast, what was the energy then? Like what was that?
um, she was, she was not as loud, or obnoxious. She was sweet. She was kind. I don't know. She was just, a nice person. Initially, whenever you meet somebody, you give them the benefit of the doubt until they show you otherwise. I hadn't done any research on her. I didn't know about her history or her past relationships with others. When I met Jaguar, it was like, you know, I'm meeting someone else who is a content creator allegedly, and we're linking up. It was more of like a content thing, I feel, because it was the whole toxic diamond piece, and we kind of established like a friendship from there.
Yeah. So it wasn't like it didn't come out of any malice or anything. Y'all were just, you liked her spirit. You thought she was cool, and friendship kind of came out of nowhere. Type of situation. So
Yeah.
you supporting her as your friend, it kind of just happened.
Yeah, well, Tasha K had leaked her number one day,
Mhm.
and I was just being messy. And I called her. I was like, "This can't be her number," or somebody else. A bad bitch would have changed their number already. You know what I'm saying? Or I figured that the number wasn't working, or nobody would answer. So many people were calling, but I called the phone, and she answered. Not only did she answer, but I was well received. Like, they knew who I was. They were watching my channel. They were like, Periana to the period, Crown Family this and Crown Family that. And I was like, bitch, were you expecting my call or something?
Yeah.
Um,
So she was
but
like
yeah.
bitch from the jump.
hmm They were
I
like
like. I,
fans, like that, wanted to get to know me more, I feel. And, since she was being talked about and, a lot, and, she was, also had like we had enemies in common. I would say, not like we were mad bitches linking up. Not at all. Um, it was just content to me.
Yeah, 100%. No, I get that. I do remember her number getting doxxed, that a whole bunch of people were calling her. But at the time, when she was getting those phone calls, it was more so out of love. It wasn't nobody calling her to like troll, and like I'm sure she
Yeah,
probably
that's
trolled.
probably why she was answering all the calls.
Yes, that's why, because she was getting a lot of love. Because at that point in time, my mama Tasha, I love her. She
Yes,
had,
shout out to
you know,
Tasha. Shout out to the Winos.
yeah,
We love
and I
them.
thought them.
Yes,
They, after the interview had happened, they got to the little rift and whatnot. And when they got into their rift, that's when she did certain things to Tasha. Tasha did certain things to her, and a lot of people were calling her. That is the first time that people got in contact. I think that a lot of people were overlooking at the time that it would definitely take, because you got to think about it this way. You think if Tasha K would have doxed Mary J. Blige or Alicia Keys or somebody like that, do you think they would have? Do you think they would have answered the phone, friend?
no,
No. Right.
no, that number would have been changed.
Yeah. So now thinking back on that, do you think that you like kind of overlooked the fact that she was like crazy as a
Right
bat?
out the gate, like
Yeah.
yeah,
Because like it's like
definitely.
bitch answered that. It's like
Yeah.
I'm like on the phone with her.
Wasn't expecting her to be a fan. I think I only had like 5,000 subscribers at the time, so I
Hmm.
was, maybe
Yeah.
it was a something that they used to uh get me to let down my guard.
Right. Because I feel like she did the same thing to a lot of us. Like all of the trolling that people see her do coming in everybody's chats, no matter how big or small the content creator is, she did that to all of us. And I didn't even look at it until years later, to like now, to stuff that we went through with her as of recently, that she's always been like that. Like back in the day, she came into my chat, she came onto the show, we had our little rift or whatever, then we ended up being cool. Throughout the live, we made up and what we were cool. Um, so I just like, it's like she's so repetitive. And it's like for somebody to be so smart, she literally just does the same things over and over and over and over. And you would think that it would be exhausting, but it's not. It really is not. And we get, that she allegedly, she diagnosed with this and she diagnosed with that. But just her in general, it's like, wow, just everything about her is just so repetitive. Why don't you think like the audience gets sick of the repetition?
I think that the audience constantly changes because she goes viral every now and then. So I don't think that it's the same audience. I think that she tries to keep like the same group of idiots around her to
Agreed.
make it seem like there's some sort of consistency. But I can't imagine anybody riding with Jackie for too long. I think that the audience, and then she always loses her channel. So I feel like the audience continuously changes.
Hmm. Tasha K had did a surviving Jaguar and Suzette, right? And a lot of us didn't believe a lot of stuff that we had seen, although it was family. Like people were still giving her the benefit of the doubt. Some, like me at the time, just because I was against Tasha, so it was just like whatever.
Yep, me
I don't
too.
correct Tasha.
I love her now, though.
Yeah,
Okay, on
absolutely
period.
love her
Shout out
now,
to
now.
Tasha.
But
Okay, on
back
period.
then,
Love Tasha. Okay.
that's how it was then.
Put your
So
head. Okay.
the Wicked Witch, is how we looked at
Mhm.
it then. So even seeing what we saw, we still didn't, you know, believe it, because we still kind of like rock with Jack. I don't know if it was because she was like the underdog at the time, because Tasha was laying in. Like,
It's just because I felt like she was doing a lot of love bombing at the time,
mhm,
Jaguar, like with the CCs. Because
yeah,
she at first she wanted us to like her.
mhm,
She wanted us to love her, but then, when she realized that, that was gone, I think that's when she really became extra toxic.
yeah, 100%. And are you like even adding Tasha into that too? Like, you should want Tasha to like her as well.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure she wanted Tasha to like her as well.
Hmm.
She wants everybody to like her.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. All narcissists do. Narcissists want to be like
Mm.
this. They feel like it's easier to control people when it's a positive feeling. Narcissists don't like being around negativity, and negativity to them is even being called out on something that they are clearly wrong about. To them, that's negative energy. They need to get that person out of here and away from them because for real, like it's literally how they look at it. Like it's not them like literally being negative. It's just like you as a narcissist saying, oh, I'm about to go outside and I'm about to do da da da. And then the person be like, yeah, I don't think you should do that. Just like, yeah, this person gotta go. Like, get this person out of here. Although what you're saying is wrong. Like you shouldn't be doing what you're saying that you're about to do. And not that a person's telling you what to do, just give me advice. Like if I were you, I probably wouldn't do that. That's enough for a narcissist to feel like, oh yeah, you're throwing my energy off. A narcissist needs complete acceptance. So it makes sense when you say that she wanted everybody to like her because yeah, she does.
And she used to do that to us all the time. Remember what it would be like talking to her on the phone? We would just have to sit there and listen because whenever we would like insert ourselves, she'd be like, "Oh, I gotta go. I'll be right back." And 5 minutes
And
later,
as soon
we'd be
as
like,
we have an opinion, as soon as we'd be like, she would sit there and talk for a 4 hours straight, 4 hours straight, and you'll be like, well, I don't feel like. Oh wait, somebody's calling me, so it's like, are you?
like,
uh,
hello,
can
hello,
you
hello.
get a little piece of the phone, the piece of the conversation out, piece of the sentence out, and she'll
And
just
then
have
she
something
called
to
back
do.
5 minutes later when we talking because clearly we still on the phone chatting. She called back. Oh, I got something to tell y'all. Or, oh my goodness, I can't believe Goomba. He did this. Like, every day, bitch.
Mm.
Like all
He
day,
just
every
hit me,
day.
yo. He just hit me, yo, Sean, yo, King. He just hit me, yo. I just be like, where, like, because we wouldn't get a chance to really get much out, in those
Mm.
times. Like when the car, had blown up, and stuff that we really didn't get much time to speak, and we wouldn't notice. That's what it definitely takes, recollection and sitting back reminiscing, I guess. Um, she would kind of allude that certain things were going to happen before they did. We just never really
Mm.
caught on to what it was. Like we'd be talking to her the day before. Oh yeah, we about to take the streets over. I got this and this. We'd be like, okay,
Like
and
I
we.
knew something was gonna happen to the car before something happened to the car because she was telling me that she wanted to get a car for Sam, but she couldn't afford it. So she wanted to do something with the insurance, and I was like, okay. And the
But
next
she
thing
didn't
you
say,
know, boom.
but she didn't say that part though. She
No,
didn't
she
say
didn't
like
say
I'm
that
about
part.
to go.
She didn't say
Yeah,
that. She didn't say nothing about
100%.
that.
Yeah. So, and that's what annoyed us back then because people always felt like we were like a part of her antics. I'm like, why would myself or King Pain tell her, hey, go on an airport and go crazy, go into a police department and get tackled to piss, and, get tackled to you wet the floor. Like, why would we tell her to go do that? Like, I was like, yeah, no. Hey, you should go put some gasoline in your car and pull it up. No, like we never said. We found out after. It was always after. It was never, I'm about to go to the police department. No, we will literally be minding our business, doing something. And then all of a sudden we're getting calls of people saying, like, oh, she's in the police department. She's at the mayor's office. She's
Okay.
in the airport.
Yeah,
She's
half the time y'all know before we know. We watching it live with y'all, like
100%. So how
trying to
did you
get her
feel
on the
about
phone,
that?
like, bitch, get the fuck
Yeah.
out of there.
So back then, how did you feel about that? When people would just assume that we knew everything that was happening before it happened or during, but we had no
I think
idea.
I received the most backlash because at the time,
You
me and
did.
Jackie were like besties, and everybody was like, "You need to control her. You need to tell her." And I was like, "I'm telling her everything that I can tell her. Like, this is a virtual relationship for the most part, so it's not like I can pull her by her coattail or anything like that. Is I mean, all I can do is advise her, give her the best advice I can, and she can do with that what she wants. She's my elder at the end of the day, so she should be teaching us something instead of always reaching for help. Like I feel like we helped her more than anything, in the time that we knew her. Um, yeah.
Yeah.
We tried to help her at
So
least.
when we tried to help her, and speaking of help, you put together a GoFundMe, which I still want to salute you for that because most people can't even fulfill a $100 GoFundMe, a $200 GoFundMe, or anything like that. But like you did that, you made your reach so
The one
long.
and only GoFundMe.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was really for a charitable cause. Like, I mean, some people looked at it as like, oh, well, that's not really charitable, because like she's in jail. But at the same time, it's like, well, she was in jail. That's what the money was being used for. She was incarcerated, and whatnot. So, I mean, I looked at it just like, yeah, you could look at that as like charitable. It's not like they're trying to raise money, trying to raise money, put money on her books. It's like, yeah, no,
Right.
no, like
No, I
that.
put my own personal money out of my pockets on her books. And
Mhm.
let's talk about the money because she keep going around saying I
Let's talk
stole
about the
money.
money. Let's talk about
What
it.
money did I steal? Because I had to borrow money to get her out of jail. Had to borrow money to get her out of jail. How could I steal money when I had to I didn't even have enough money to get you out of jail. Not only did I borrow the money, but I had to pay every dime back.
Correct.
Yes, it did. Well, Sean was
A lot
generous. Sean let
more
me keep some of
to
it. Well, he
a
didn't let
lot
me keep
more.
none of it. He was just like, forget it, friend, because she had overspent what was even in the GoFundMe. Like we had used our own personal money, and then I was supposed to pay everybody back with the money from the GoFundMe.
That was the
But
thing. You had gave her hundreds of dollars afterwards, and that was because she had $0. It was gone. She went
mhm.
over and above the amount, and everybody knows like how she is, how she spends. She frivolously spends, and what buys things that don't matter.
Here's an example. The hotel room that she insisted on staying on in the first night that she got out was $250. It
Mhm.
only cost $250 for her to stay in that sober living facility for the entire week. She wanted us to pay $250 a day so she could stay in a hotel as
Correct.
opposed to staying in that place, which was massive. It had plenty of rooms, a kitchen, full kitchen, backyard, front yard, everything for $250 for the entire week.
Yeah.
Access to Wi-Fi and everything. And she just it was odd.
She could have prostituted from there. Like, why does she feel like she had to go to a hotel? Friend, like I just feel like she could have done it from there. I'm like, you can't.
Yes, she could have. She could have.
She could have sold the Uchi Walla out. It would have been fine. Little piece.
Period.
He a visitor. He be gone in a little bit. But she wanted a hotel room, for $250. I'm like, you don't have that. Because I kept trying to tell her, I'm like, while you were gone, the only person, and I would say this to her face, literally, I'm saying it to her face again. While you were in jail, the only person that cared was the official King Payne. Okay?
The
I get
only
the only person,
person.
the only one, the only one.
The only person. I had to convince Sean to care because
Yeah,
Sean was like, bitch,
I,
leave her there, friend.
that was,
Leave her there, friend. I was like, no, but
I was
Sean.
I was trying to tell the girls. I'm like, yeah, I never wanted her to get out. I said, but he is friends with her. So it's like, I get it. Like, I'm not her friend because she's a friend to no one. So we were associates, is how I looked at it. 100%. She wanted to keep her name buzzing. Her name was a buzz. So that's just what I did. So when she would call me from jail, stuff like that. I mean, hey, hey, whatever. We're using each other at that point. That's how I looked at it. Okay.
Mhm.
A give and take. And so situation. So with you, like I would tell her, King Pain has a GoFundMe for you. I do not. You. Like I don't have none of that, and I'm not doing none of that. I'm not raising
Look,
anything. I'm that
that was very much so Sean when Jackie went to jail.
I because he called me. He'll call me on the phone and be like, "Well, friend, I was just tuned completely out. Like when he was talking, because I just didn't care. Like I just, I cared about him, and I didn't want him stressed out, and he was. Like he was really stressed out. During that time, it was a lot of backlash that he was getting from it. It was 15, 20 different content creators coming around and every single day talking about this man and wanting receipts on this and that and I mean just saying that he stole the money before he even got it, that it was crazy. Okay, It was crazy. He went through a lot. So with that being said, I told her, I'm like, he is the only person that actually cares about you being here. So for her to flip it to you stealing, I'm like, well, stealing what? So let's get into that. She said that you were stealing money from, I guess, the GoFundMe,
The cash app.
which was capped before she basically even got home. I did not have all of the money returned to me that I sent to her and that I was giving her. The
Mm,
Ubers and all of that. That's the only reason you gave her anything at all. Because if I would have collected that money back, she would have had nothing.
nothing. There was nothing to give.
Zero
If
dollars.
Sean wanted all his money back, there actually would have been a deficit, a
Correct.
$200
I
deficit.
said you would owe us if you because like there's still not even enough money left for you to pay me. I said you still
Mm-hmm.
in the hole with me. But
Mm-hmm.
she completely overlooked that. Oh, I can make what she tell you. She can make 10,000 and how many?
$2,000 a day. She said, I can make that in a day.
We didn't get a dollar.
Nothing.
We didn't get a dollar.
That's why I felt like when she got out, she would be okay and she wouldn't need us no more because she was adamant about the fact that she can make money on her own and she could take care of herself.
Mhm.
Because we wanted her to get her own place so that she wouldn't be transient and she wouldn't be outside sleeping under the tree.
Yeah.
But she insisted that if she can take care of herself and that she can make, all this money and she makes $2,000 a day, just get her out of jail and she'll be all right. She'll pay us back.
Mhm.
And then she got out of jail. And then, like you said, she flipped the whole thing on me like I was stealing from her.
Yeah. And she was in the sober house at the time. The only reason you and your associate chose the sober house is because we all knew one, she would be protected. No one would be able to find her and call her, dox her, things like that. And then two, it will look better in court that she was in a sober living home, that she wasn't around any drugs or alcohol, or anything like it would just look better going to court. Because yeah, you can go to a hotel, but at a hotel, all of these things are available to you. How do they know
Mm-hmm.
that you've been sober and all of that? Because the majority of the times that she had got locked up, at one point in time they found like portions of Molly in her system, and stuff like that. So it was a bad look, not being in a sober facility. It was a really good look to be in one because it shows that you're focusing like on your sobriety and that your mind's not on any of those things. Because she could have went to a hotel, she would have been there for one day and on her own. After that, because that's all
That
she had.
part.
Oh, so she didn't have a phone or anything like that. So we were contacting Uber drivers on their cell phones and stuff like that just to get in contact with her to make sure she was going to the places she was going. We made sure she got to court. Everything we told the audience that we were going to do, we
We
did.
did it.
We did it.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing that we said. We everything we said it happened. It went into motion. She was the one that ended up ruining set things like with the sober living and all of that, just because she, whatever. It is what it is.
And another reason I picked the sober living facility is because beforehand they gave me a tour of the place, and it was a beautiful place. They showed me
Yeah.
the room that she was gonna have, and it was very nice. It looked like a hotel. So I was like, I mean, what's really the difference? You don't have anywhere else to go.
The homeless should never like
Be twice,
it's
okay?
the homeless for
Go
me
on in and
being
take a bath, girl. Go on and wash your ass, honey.
yeah, it's the homeless for me being picky. Like it's crazy. Police at the like. Police at the like. Over 800 people in the building. Police at the like. Um.
Yes,
So yeah, she ruins the whole. Y'all make sure you get over to the lituation again. Mods, if y'all can grab the lituation network .com link and the lituation over here on YouTube link and drop that because King Pain will be going live next on the lituation. So
absolutely.
again, we will all dive over. I wonder how you do a redirect. Can you do a redirect from here? Because
I'm
I've
not
loved.
sure. I think you have to do it afterwards. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
well, I'll try and.
But also about the money
Mm,
is if you guys were following me at that time, then you guys also know that I was very clear about not mixing up the funds. I said any money that you guys want to donate for Jackie, send it to the GoFundMe. Any money that you want to send to the platform, put it on Cash App. Okay. We are content creators. A large part of our income is our donation. So it didn't make any sense for me to cut off, my income, because she got in trouble. And it didn't make any sense for me to mix up the money as well because knowing Jackie, like like Sean even um gave me, cautioned me before the situation. Said, keep receipts of everything because Jaguar. And sure enough, she got out and you stole money from me.
Mhm. Because I was like, you know how she is with money. I said, so make sure you got it all, friend, because you know how she is. She will find a way to try to make you the enemy, and she did just that. So let's
Mhm.
switch into her making you the enemy. So you were on vacation and all that good stuff when she had first got released. So that's when I took over. I'm like, okay, well, King's on vacation, so I'm just gonna take care of the stuff that you need. So she didn't need anything. She just
Nothing.
felt like you had 11 to 12 $13,000 or something, and it was burning a hole in her pocket. And she felt like you just got all of this money and you holding it in Mexico. And he just don't want to give me my money. He's stealing it from me. I'm sitting here like,
Ali Alejandro,
what?
Ali Alejandro.
Like, what money though? Do you think like that? The GoFundMe money was to get you out of jail. There was extra, and you soared through that money. Like it was nobody's business. Every
Okay.
5 minutes, can you cash out me this, cash out me this, cash out me this, cash out me just cash out. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. I just wanted to make sure that she didn't have to bother King. Like, just let him be on his vacation. Like, just like, girl, just leave him alone. And you had dropped your phone in the ocean, mighty convenient.
Mighty convenient. Guy was like,
Mighty convenient, friend. I was like, oh God. I was like, oh God. But what she didn't know is you had found a way to get in contact with me.
period.
Right. But I didn't tell her that I had talked to you. I was just like, yeah. No. I'm like, no, I haven't talked to him. And every she would call because I'm like, he on vacation. Like, he can't do nothing till he get back anyway. Like, just chill. Like, I mean, you don't need to talk to him. You just gonna ruin his mood. Anyway, ruin his vibe. But when you did talk to her, that was hilarious. Cause it's like you checked her immediately. When I tell you I was hollering, I had to mute my phone because I was hollering because how she tried to come at you. Oh, that was hilarious. You was not having that. You was not having that at all. Like at all. You stopped to just stop right of her tracks. Like who you talking
Okay.
to? Like, you had to get rid of him. But
Okay.
yeah, she was very upset when she found out that, it was only a certain amount. But she would have been even more upset to find out it was $0. Left. We were
Mhm.
being nice. We were being kind, giving her because she was just gonna beg us for it anyway. So that's why I'm like, we might as well
Mm.
just let her keep it. I'm like, because then she gonna really feel like, oh, he stole, if So I'm like, get something, It again, we have to receipt to show her that she had no money. Like it was a wrap for you. So she starts feeling some type of way about you. I let you know. We all get on the phone a few times within a couple month period. With like I said, like a month or so, not even a few weeks. And she finally meets up with the weirdo that she was chilling with at the time before moving on to the next popcorn. And she all of a sudden comes up with this scam to prove that there was more money donated to the GoFundMe than that was actually inside of it to make it look as if you scammed money off the top of the GoFundMe and created fake receipts to show that you were scamming.
Yeah, and
Now,
that's why I had to
at
check
the
her
time, we
on
were
the
all cool.
phone initially in Mexico because that's what she had hit me up for was more money. I told her the money was gone, and she was like, "What you mean the money is gone?" And I had to I was like, "Bitch, the money is gone," because
Right.
she had like she like subliminally suggested that I stole some money, and it pissed me off. So I had to check her, and then
Yeah.
not only did I check her, I sent her all the receipts. Like she has the receipts, the
Twice. You sent them
itemized
twice.
receipts that show, yeah, every transaction. So there was nothing stolen. She just I I don't know. I feel like that day was the day that she decided that she didn't fuck with me no more, or that she like I stole some money from her or whatever. When she called me in Mexico, and I kind of was like, "Girl, I don't have time for this shit." I sent her the receipts because I had already had them on hand because I was keeping them on hand because of the conversation I had with Sean again. So when she had hit me up about the money and acting like, uh, 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 she needed more or, there's money missing or whatever, I was like, girl, she wasn't even out of jail for a week and there's already money missing. What
But
money?
to literally get her out of jail. Like
That
that's what
part.
it was for. The bulk of the money $2,100 went straight to the bond. Went straight to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? It's like what? Because it was still coming out of your account no matter what. So because you put up the actual money to get her out. So I'm like, what? Hello. But she overlooked all of that because for well, I'm never gonna say for some reason. It's how narcissists are. So I wasn't surprised because I kept telling you certain things beforehand. Before you, when you were on the journey, when you hit me up and showed me the GoFundMe, I said, friend, please be careful what you do for her because she's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She will make it come back and bite you, and you don't even have to do anything. It just is what it is. Like she will turn anything into attention because she's desperate for it. So I'm like, you got to be careful with somebody like her. And at that point in time, I don't think people thought that you were because you were. I mean, I got energy for being cool with her, but people really came after you. It was bad.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow. Like, I mean, you would have
I was so
thousands
upset
of people
too.
in your chat, and 1,000 of them would be there to hate you, and like the other 700, 800, you have an 1,800 in your chat, 2,000 in your chat, whatever. I mean, it was a really mixed audience. It
Yeah.
was. It's not like how it is now. It's like now in your chat you have way more support than you did, but back then it was a lot of hatred, that you got, and it took a toll on all of us because it well, I would say me, you, and the other content creators that were cool with her. Shout out to Goomba in the building. He
Hey
in the chat.
Goomba, what's going on?
So yeah, I mean, it was definitely a lot. It was a lot of energy, and I felt badly for you, at times because we would talk, and I would just be like, "Your friend, you just cannot let it weigh you down. And we got to take the good with the bad. We're not. Everybody has their time, just like how we used to, ram flag certain people, like the Tashas and people like that. Now it's just our time. Now we're those creators that people put
Mm-hmm.
up there on the pedestal, and it's like, let's get them, type of situation. So but for real,
They be
I'm like,
trying to get us, Fred. They be trying to get
fight.
us. I'm
Like
like,
we can't.
damn, I've been on vacation.
I'm like, we gotta fight. We can't just sit back and take it. Like we gotta keep going.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter. We cannot let this affect us. Because if we can dish it, we can take it. Because we done did this to
Absolutely.
people. So I'm like, well, that's
Mm-hmm.
you cannot do you can't do that. I'm like, we can't give up. Let's go. I'm about to go
Period.
live, you go live, because that's what we used to do. If you go
Yeah.
live, I go live after you, or I go live, you go live after me. Like that's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we kept a unison. Like we stayed together because we needed each other at that time more than anything. Because didn't nobody truly know what we were going through. We laugh, we key, we do this, we do that, but we getting on top of the like we was getting D threats. All types of
Mm-hmm.
stuff was going on with us. All doxed all over the internet and all this. It was crazy, all because we supported her, and she didn't know that. Well, I'm not gonna say she didn't know. She didn't
But
care.
we supported her when she was doing good. We didn't
Mm,
support her when she was out here for like actually our friend like that was towards the end of our friendship when she really started terrorizing and being like more of aggressor towards others. Before it was like she was sort of I felt like she was sort of justified in her divorce, feeling how she felt towards Nikki. I wouldn't justify the stuff that she said about the kids or anything like that, but I would justify her feeling upset about, losing her husband. Um, but yeah, we got a lot of backlash in that time for supporting her when she would do good. Because whenever she would fuck up, we would definitely tell her, "Hey, you fucking up. You
yeah,
need to stay out of the prisons. I mean, not the jails. That's where she going. She go on to prison. You see that? She go on to prison. But we say you need to stay out the jails, the mayor's offices. You need to stop throwing ashes everywhere. You need to stop.
yeah.
You just need to stop."
But no one paid attention to where that we. If people go look back at that content, we only inspired her to do good. We
Mm-hmm.
only inspired her to do good. We never wanted her to do bad, right? And then on top of that, there was plans that was made that a lot of people didn't know about until it was over. Like you had a whole reality show set up that we were all going to do together,
Mm-hmm.
just like
She
you just
fucked that
House
up.
of- we were going to do that. We were, and she ruined that. We were all going to get together. We were going to record it. It was going to be a situation. We were going to go on the other side of town. We was going to go get Goomba and sit down with Goomba. It was going to be a situation.
Okay.
It was hoping that maybe we could have got them two in the same room, like without killing each other, and stuff like that. Like it was going to be a situation, but it was all for her. We really wanted to help her, but at the same time, all of us help each other. That really could have been something big because it was at the time the energy around all of us was so big. I mean, I don't think we had a chat under like 2,000, 3,000 people like what we would go
That
live
part. Yeah,
time.
no, it
It,
was
it
lit.
it was insane. So I'm like, well, we need to put this energy together. And then you came up with a great idea, like, hey, yeah, let's just come down here. I got some cameras, I got some guys, that we could get together and they can record us and we can sit down with her and da da da. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then I set up for filming for your show that you were gonna do for her to perform here in Minneapolis at First Avenue at with where Prince like really put on the map because that's her favorite singer. So I'm like, okay, well, let's do that. I had T-shirts made, we had an
Hmm.
actual plan that we were gonna fly her out, all of that. We're gonna take care of her, and she was gonna perform here,
We was
and she
gonna
was
do a road trip up to the
gonna
place. Yeah.
correct.
Hmm.
So, and she ruined all of that. She all because she wanted to set up a fake scam because she had some type of energy towards you, and you did nothing but help her.
Period. And remember, we will always try to get her to sing. That's why I laugh at her today when she sings because she's only singing because she has no other option. She refused to sing back then because she was getting so much support or whatever. And today when she sings because it's her last resort. Like
I don't really feel like she sings at all. Like when she goes into the studio, to me, she gave up
hi.
on singing a long time ago. She does not.
Hmm.
She just does not want to do it, and I think the main reason, if I'm gonna truly be honest, the cigarettes, and all that, it does weaken and strain the voice. So, and her voice back in the day was truly an instrument. She could change, she had different octaves, and stuff that she could do, and whatnot. And I just think now, with her damaging her voice and drinking and all of that, the sebe and all of that other stuff, it really does ruin, the vocal cord.
Fetty Wap.
Ooh, not that bad, friend. So, yes. So I think that that's another thing too. I think that since her ability isn't what it used to be, because even when she does try to sing certain songs, since she can't hit certain notes or get to certain riffs, because I will give her this when she doesn't smoke and she drinks like some tea. There are certain songs that she'll sing and she'll sound really good. I'll be like, okay, you did fine. Like that was okay. She's no over singing, anything like that. She did her thing. But overall, that vocal talent that she had back in the day to get on a stage and sing songs like Song Cry and whatnot, that's just not in her anymore. It's just not there. So I think since that she
She's
just does.
more like a Luther Vandross, a Gerald Levert tone, like a real deep, young man, masculine, monotone esque. That riff, that's that riff. That wait, hold on. Gold hair, gold shoes, fuck you, bitch. I'm gonna lose. Is that the
I'm
one?
talking more so about the nothing not the sign. I'm talking about that friend. I'm talking about
Wait. Fire, fire, fire,
correct,
fire.
correct. Home, 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 home. Little piece, little piece. When she do that, girl, just so you know,
Oh shit.
just little piece.
Oh shit. I don't know that her other songs, girl. I'm trying to think
Me
like
neither.
that, man.
Me neither. Friend, I
What
could
she say? What she say, girl? Oh no.
not my son.
That's not my
Okay.
son.
Um,
Oh shit.
so just a little piece. Just a, just a
Mm.
little piece. So I mean, that that's what that word.
The body oil. That is not her song. She wish. She wish.
She wished she could hit that body off her. But
Okay.
and so while we was going through all of that, trying to put her back on the map, help her, get back on the map, because people say, "Oh, y'all using what? She broke." So they're like, we everything coming out of our pockets, everything that we've
Period.
done, you and I would have been responsible for paying for. So I'm like, how are we using her? But we didn't want to give away what we were doing because we didn't want people to do. So many people were after us at the time, so we didn't want anybody to try to sabotage it, anything like that. So we just kept pushing forward. And then, yeah, the inevitable, she tried to put you in this scam. Now, I tried to alert you for days. I'm like, friend, look at this. Friend, she planning this, friend, about to do this, friend, we got to get her. Friend, she's trying to get your
And she
friend.
keep acting like you knew exactly what the scam was. You didn't know. None of us knew exactly what it is.
We didn't need to
That
know. She was
critter,
plotting was
that critter
enough.
put her on his page a whole week in advance that this was going to happen on this day. So we knew something was coming. We just didn't know what it was. But you kept trying to tell me that
She the devil.
Jaguar was behind it. And
Correct.
that's what I wasn't, that's what wasn't
Because you were
connected for
too
me. I was
cool with
like,
her. Because
yeah.
you were really being a friend to her. Like that's what was
Mhm.
pissing me off. Because I'm like, look at here. 'Cause that's when I really knew. I'm like, okay, he really friends with her. Because I'm like, look, I keep trying to take it. No, Romeo must die. I said, yeah, no, no. I'm trying to bury her friend, and we leaving together. Because
Okay.
you're not leaving by yourself. Like I'm leaving with you. I'm choosing you. Is what I'm giving. I'm like, this is me and you now. She's gone. The
Period.
threesome is done. Like that's
Okay.
over with. And I'm on TLC. Left eye has perished.
Okay.
Rest in peace. She was great to the group, but the group gonna go on. We still gonna T-Boz and Chili the situation.
Okay.
We're still gonna T the
I
I'm
said,
telling
huh?
you. I'm telling you. So we're still gonna Chili and T-Boz the situation. So I'm like, but yeah, she gotta go. I say, yeah,
If T
no.
was the lead singer, I'll take it.
What you can guess. You act like don't do T-Boz. Dude, don't do T. I must like peace and don't do T-Boz. And I just said keep them protected. That's my girl. But I want to be Chili because I just love Chili. Like I love all her verses. That's my girl. So
You can
but
buy your
T-Boz,
hair if it don't grow.
period.
Yes, it
T-Boz,
did.
T-Boz, that she's that girl. But yeah. So she was the
You
best
can
dancer.
buy all the hair and makeup, but that don't make you better. You can look inside you. Jackie.
Correct. So I creep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
See, I could be T-Boz. That's because that's my girl. So I could be I could T-Boz the situation. I'm like, "Hey." But I just love Chili. I just love her. I don't know. She's like more sort of like spirit animal. So we're more alike. Is how I feel. T-Boz is she all about business and she's trying to. I want to party. I want to sleep with boys. I want to be Chili, girl. I want to be her. She looked like she had fun. Like she was a flirt.
Still, huh?
All of that.
Yeah.
T-Boz
T-Boz
was
look
like,
like
look,
the soccer
T-Boz was
mom.
like, tell that hoe we go together. That's how T-Boz was. That's you. That's you, friend. You're very so much T-Boz. You don't play that. When you go with somebody, you go with somebody. See me, I'm
Period.
something like a smut. So
Oop.
this little piece. I was half virgin when I met Jaguar Wright. Okay, we both were. So and then we met her, and just everything just went to hell. So getting back to the scam. So yeah, you were right. We didn't exactly know what she was going to do, but we knew something was going down, right?
Yeah.
Working with weirdos and chilling with weirdos,
And you kept
and all
trying to
that.
tell me, and I was like, Jackie don't have nothing to do with it. I just kept brushing it off. But apparently, she had already told you that she had it out for me. Apparently,
On a Jew on a with a bow wrapped on it. So after because we ended up going on to coffee. Shout out to coffee. Y'all get over there and get y'all subscriptions. The
Subscribe.
coffee Way coffee. King Payne is over on the receipt book. King Payne is everywhere. You understand
I
me?
got coffee too. Y'all can subscribe.
Nobody, and coffee too. Nobody works harder. Are you kidding me?
Mm.
So we get into this big blowout over there. More so of you and her, because the fake receipts came out, but we already were ready because you had the day before we talked to her. You sent her all the receipts again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you sent her the receipt to show her that receipt that was being sent around was fake, but she was trying to make it look like other people were responsible for the receipt when she was down
Mm.
with it the whole time, right?
She orchestrated it.
Correct. Correct. But she wasn't supposed to make it look like it came from her. It was always supposed to come from somebody else, so that the brunt of the energy could go towards them. But at the same time, she's sitting there, rubbing her hands together, watching the downfall of the Clyde. But I really felt like what she wanted to do was have me leave you, like, because she wanted to go from you, but she wanted to take me with her. She's like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving, and Sean's coming with me, and Sean was like, bullshit. So, bullshit. You got your nerve,
Sounds like real
like, hey,
news.
girl. So when we popped her on coffee, and then you put the real receipt up and said, like, look, this is the altered, receipt that you have, and we have proof that the receipt was real. She still was like, oh, I still need more proof, and I don't know, I'm gonna wait till the person sends, and then you just flipped. Like, you just flipped in the coffee, and we were all so shocked because you had never, like, cursed her out before. Like, I had never heard. Now, I've heard y'all have, like, little spats, but I've never heard you do that.
Never
What
let her
made
have
you
it.
do that? What made you just be like, roar? Like, what made you just
Because
die
all
hard?
the receipts and all the evidence was there, all the proof was there, and you refused to believe it. And that is not how, especially someone that you consider your friend, that is not how someone that you consider friend should act. I'm showing you the proof. You say that you have a question. First of all, I don't know why this is content. You know what I'm saying? For one, like you're talking to everybody but me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one that can
Ooh,
give you
ooh,
the
that's
answers.
deja vu. Ooh,
I'm the
not
only
the
one to
person
give you
talking
the
to everybody but
answers.
you.
That part, that is a little deja vu, ain't
Ooh,
it?
deja vu. Ooh,
I'm the
deja vu.
only one to give you the
So,
answer. I'm the only one to touch the money. So I sent you the receipts, the itemized receipts. You have everything in front of you that you need, and then I also proved to you that this other receipt is doctored. You still want to talk to the people who whose name is on the receipts, who have ultimately came forward and said, yes, that's a $30 receipt, Jackie. You know, not a $300 receipt. Why would I say? They said, why would I see you $300? You know, but yeah, it was just frustrating to me to think that you would think. I mean, I'm the only, like you said, I was the only person that wanted her free, the only person that was in her corner, and then you turned on the only person that was supporting you, and it was just a fucked up feeling. And I feel like that happens to me a lot, and just it was very triggering for me. And yeah, I called her a bitch amongst other things. Yes, I did, because
I was
when you
shocked.
act like a bitch, I feel like you deserve to be called a bitch.
Mhm. I was like, whoa. Because it just came out of nowhere. But it came out because I feel like you were hurt. And when we're hurt by things at times, we react out of anger. So we're angry, but at the same time, we're because it was like you were in disbelief. It's like, I cannot believe, like, in my face though. It's like, and you were putting I put the receipt in the chat, then you put the receipt in the chat, then you like back and forth. We just kept dropping the receipt.
Like she
So
was
it's in
ignoring the
her face
receipt.
because the chat was flying. So we had to keep dropping it so that you can see, like, look, it's right here in front of you. Stop doing that. Like, it's not real. That's not a $300 receipt. It's actually $30. Here it is. Cut it out. Like, like, let's just talk about it. Like, let's
Do
just,
you need a
but
444? Are you hungry today? Did you run out of cigarettes? Like, what's really going on? Do you need your fix? The Fetty Wap ran out? Like, what's going on?
yeah.
Was
And
it
I don't
cold
think
under the tree
realize
last night?
at that time you were giving her a chance to fix it. Like, you, because
Hmm.
it wasn't like really out there yet. Like, it was starting, it was
Yeah.
brewing, but it wasn't like shh, like that hadn't happened yet. So it's like,
Yeah.
now at this moment in time, you can fix it. That's why I didn't say anything. That's why I'm just like, I'm just gonna let, because it was between y'all. So I just wanted it to be at your attention, just so could nobody say I just sat around and because I didn't know about it, but I made sure I cued you in too. Every time I found out a detail, I tell you because it was like a week of brewing. It wasn't like
Yeah, it was like a
days
whole
being
week thing.
oh like
Yeah.
no, it was about a week or so of it brewing, of her kept saying certain things, but it was such an idiotic plan that I just didn't think that she would go through with it. I'm like, yeah, that just sounds stupid. I'm like, girl, why would you don't do that? Because what she wasn't realizing is if you do that, it's a wrap with me too. Like, because if you do it to King, you do it to me. Like, I ain't know about it. You are actually friends with him. You and I are just associates. Like we cool, but that's your friend. So if you do that to him, I ain't nobody, girl. So I'm like, don't do that because it's really gonna show me who you are. So I'm like, just
Okay.
don't because I don't want you to be this person. I really don't. Because we were all cool. I had no intention of like cussing her out, or anything like that. And that was always my rule. If as long as she would have kept it like what she doing right now, I would have never said anything about her. I would have never came for her. I would have never done any of that. But when she did that to you, it was just too disgusting. I'm like, oh no, now all bets are off. But I never said that. I never said, hey, if she ever tries to put us in a scam or King in a scam, I'm never gonna. No, that was never part of the agreement. The agreement was if she just talking ish, then whatever, I'll ignore it. But when you doing stuff like that, oh no, this has to be dealt with, and you gotta go
Absolutely.
because you are attached to us. So now I have to remove this connection, and but it needed to be done organically because you needed to see it for yourself so you can make the decision for yourself. If I would have made the decision for you, then I think it would have been easier for y'all to come back together. But with you making the decision on your own, then the decision is gonna stick because it's your decision to remove yourself from her instead of people coming back in your ear like, oh well, if Sean wouldn't. No, Sean was supposed to do that because that's what a real friend would do. If she was doing that to me, I would expect King Payne to come do the same thing. Now, I wouldn't have expected you to like cut her off or anything like that because that would have been your decision. But you bringing this to my attention would have been enough for me. I cut her off because it was necessary. You and I have been rocking way before her. We done been through way too much to let somebody like her come in between us because we does this
Absolutely.
thing. We
Period.
does this. Okay, that bitch is a visitor. Okay, we are permanent,
Okay.
or until we don't.
Period.
You're a visitor. As far as I'm
Dang.
concerned, we does this. We in the paint, and I'm like, so you got to go. After that, I did the funeral and cut her off and whatnot, and say, it's a
I did
wrap.
the repass.
And you did the repass right after that. Like we had to annihilate the situation and have the streets on fire. People were very happy that because this was a long time coming. People wanted us so badly to not be cool with them. They wanted with her, we cool with her. They wanted us to cut her off so bad. They would come over like, "Oh my God, we like you, Sean. We like you, King Payne. If you could just stop messing with Jag, she's toxic.
Hmm.
She's that. Like I wish I could sit over here with y'all, but I can't because I can't deal with this. I can't deal with her. She's always coming on y'all platforms. Because to me, she was a panel, Killer. She would
Yes.
come on to panels and ruin the whole vibe. That's why I really wouldn't have her on my show. Just because she would ruin things. Now in the interview, it's a controlled environment. But having her just come up, it was always chaotic. It was always a bunch of stuff that would come up that didn't matter, that wasn't necessary. A whole bunch of people that we had no issue with, but she coming on our platform spewing all this hatred towards them. So now they feel some type of way about us. And so, it was just a lot. It was. We were going through a lot, but I will say I've never felt so welcomed when we cut her off. How about you? How did you feel after cutting her off, coming back to YouTube and everyone seeing you do the repass after that? How was the energy after that?
I felt like it was a big relief. I felt like, not only did I got rid of this barracuda in my ear all the time, but the audience that just gathered around and gathered in close and supported the move it was a great feeling to know that okay, Jackie was just holding me back. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking she's trying to help me and help me you know push my platform to the next level. And then ultimately, I mean, I discovered that she was hurting my platform.
Yeah, 100%.
Mhm.
And I think that's
Yeah, it
what
was a weight lifted off for
people was
sure.
telling you, like when you like with your some of your moderators leaving and whatnot, and a lot of your subscribers coming to you telling you how you felt. I think when you are loyal, you are loyal. You are loyal. Like when you with somebody, you with them. Like you really do. And I think that she is a prime example of that. I don't think it has anything to do with her caliber. It's just anybody that you mess with. Like when you cool with someone, you cool with them. Like
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm I'm real to you. You know, I F's with you. Type of situation. I'm not gonna let nobody else come in and make me change my opinion. You know, only you can do that. And she did just that. She
Yeah, she
changed.
did this. That nobody made me change my opinion of Jackie, but Jackie.
Mhm.
She's the only person that's how I am with everybody. Like the only person that can make me change my opinion of you is you. Your actions and actions speak louder than words. So be careful who you fuck over because some of us aren't as forgiving.
Correct.
I forgive people all the time, but I don't have to forget.
Yes. And I'm glad that you said that too, because this is gonna be my last question. Because I know you have a live started. Because we're all gonna run over to the situation right after the show. When I end this live, we're gonna run over to the situation. Thank you so much, Natasha, for the super sticker, sweetheart. Thank you. Um, the energy that you have for her today, right? Do you think that that stems out of you being hurt by her, or is this your way of feeling like you're going to get back at her? Like, how does because most people that watch your content today on her, she's like, okay, well, he goes live and he's, he be dragging her, and what woo woo. People obviously enjoy it. You get plenty of views. So it's not a negative thing at all. But the energy that you have for her is it more so of like a get back? It's like I'm getting my energy back from you by doing what I'm doing to you, or is it just you just been since when people hurt you that you what this is the energy you get in return?
No, I wouldn't say that it's when people hurt me. I feel like there's a lot of misinformation that is dispersed by Jackie. And
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of people don't know her, don't know who she really is, don't they, and they fall for the character. So I feel like it's sort of a duty with me bringing her back, being her friend, and knowing the truth to tell it. When you know something, you say something. I just happen to be a funny character. I was popping before Jackie, during Jackie, and I'm gonna be popping after Jackie. Jackie just is just dust that's being swept up right now. But the content it moves along. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna keep on going,
Absolutely.
and yeah, I
Shout out
feel
to
like
the
that I dedicated so much time into like Jackie content or whatever. I've curated this large audience that cares. Whether something is going good or bad with Jackie. So that's why I keep it up. Um, but yeah, I feel like, again, like it's a duty. It's my duty. I'm the one built her out. I'm the one brought her back. I
absolutely.
birthed her when, yes, it
I
did.
think it's a good
Birthed
question
her,
because
changed the
people
diapers.
I think people want to know. Like some people probably just sit around in your audience and wonder, like I wonder why. Like why is this? So I just want, and I was even kind of curious myself because people feelings change. At one moment you could be doing certain things because you don't like her or not. Or you could be doing it like you said,
Initially, I was
misinformation.
mad. I was
Yeah.
pissed. That's why the content was like that. But if you notice, the content has changed a lot. I
Mhm.
just really just cover like if it's like newsworthy, if it ain't like does a lot of stuff all the time, but I don't feel like it's newsworthy. She's getting into it with this content creator and that content creator. I don't feel like it's newsworthy. If it's something like life changing, like I hear she's pregnant right now, we're gonna discuss that.
Okay. I have
We're
a
very
question
much still
about
gonna
that.
discuss that. But
I
if
have a
she's
question about that too. Shout out to Do the Right Thing for the Super Six says I respect y'all loyalty and kindness to Jag, but praise God, y'all left her thirsty arse. Absolutely.
yes,
Thank you so much, sweetheart.
yes,
Shout out to Felinda for the super sticker. Shout out to Queen T for the super sticker as well. Thank you, ladies, so much. So I do have these two questions, and then we're done. I promise. Okay. So my first question is, what was it? It was a good question. Yes. Would you ever consider being cool? Now, not friends, but being cool with her again, like if she came to you like on bended knee, right, and finally took accountability, she would never do that. But finally took accountability, right? And she had nothing left to say, after she took accountability. Would you consider being cool with her again?
Now, hold on. Now she has nothing left. If she has nothing left to say,
Nothing left to say.
if she has nothing left to say, if she has nothing left to say, then I have nothing left to say. I feel like if that's a level of being cool. Like if she goes her way, I'll go mine. Like
But
I feel
hasn't she
like the
tried
reason
to
that
agree
this has
with you
gone on for
before?
so long is because she continues to make up narratives and tries to, like, I feel like she's on this since she thinks I stole her money. She's been on this hype to where she's going to destroy my character and uh, distract my supporters or detour my support or something like that. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
So, but
she's
haven't
weird.
haven't y'all tried something like that before? Shout out to Sandra for the, I believe Sandra, Lysandra. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for the cash app. So if so, haven't y'all tried that before though? Like, didn't she say like she was gonna leave you be and she wasn't gonna say nothing else about you? When not, and didn't she lie? Didn't she like renege on
I do
that?
not recall. I cannot recall. I mean, like I said, it's just been going on for so long. It's just like, girl, this is typical. Like, it's just like I said, we curated this audience. That's I wouldn't even say it's about Jack. It's a lot of people are paying more attention to how our beef is growing and how it's how things are going. You know, as opposed to, oh, I'm just tuning in for Jackie. They want to know if
Yeah,
is some there's people waiting for the day for me, you, and Jackie to be friends again. You know what I'm saying? There's people waiting for her to go to jail. So there's a lot of people tuning in for different reasons. I don't think that they're all tuning in for Jackie. I know that there's a lot of people tuning in for us specifically, and the
yeah.
way that we feel and how we handled the situation.
If she
So
came onto your show, I would come. If you wanted me to come up on your panel, watch, because I've done it before. Not too long ago, like maybe a month or two, ago over the summer. I hopped up there, while she was up, but she always runs when I come. Like it's like
yeah.
she don't want to be on a panel with me. Like she just doesn't.
She can't be on the panel with us too, because then she has no support. We're gonna hold her feet to the fire. That's why every time she always goes, she leaves and then she comes back with the critters. She's a narcissist. She needs somebody to co-sign her bullshit. If she don't have that co-signer, yeah, she's running.
Yeah, 100%. And my
Yeah, but
last
no,
question.
I don't want to be cool with her. Like I said, that's the
I know you don't
closest
want to.
thing to being cool that we could be is if she has nothing left to say, I'll stop talking about her also. But that's the furthest, that's the closest I feel like we can get to
Well, I don't feel like you can
reconciling.
say that because you're not just gonna let her lie. So if she's
No, I'm
coming
not.
forward and she's like saying all these lies and stuff like that, and the Crown family comes back and tell you, or the Uncheckables, or the Avengers, or whoever, comes and tell you're not just gonna let that rock.
And we probably ain't never gonna be cool. The
Uh,
type of stuff that they said, and the type of stuff that they have done, it's not like I don't think that anyone would be looking for a reconciliation, an apology. I'm not looking for anything from those people. I've written those people off. I'm sure God has written those people off as well. And
right.
there is a special place in hell for people like Jackie, Armanisha, and
Oh
others.
Lord.
Yes, it did.
Oh my God. So my last question: are you going to come and co-host her baby shower with me?
Yay! How many turds is it?
Where? Huh?
How many turds is it?
Two.
Two turds?
Correct.
Twin
Twins.
turds?
So yes.
Yes,
No, but I'm a
he.
child. No, but no, but I'm a oh damn, I'm a child.
Okay.
Don't leave me, please. Now you know my strategy. Every time whoever she's with that she doesn't want to leave, all of a sudden she's pregnant.
Hmm.
So I feel like he's been having one foot in the door and one foot out the door. So in order to keep him, now she has to publicly let it be known that she is allegedly pregnant, that she has a litter over there. And that's just how I feel. If people that have been following her follow her track record, because again, she's very repetitive. I said that earlier. She's very repetitive. It just
Mm-hmm.
lets me know that there's trouble in paradise because she only pulls that card when she feels like she is losing. Okay. In the beginning, a lot of these people, these men that she is encountering, do not know her. They do not watch YouTube. They don't watch this stuff. They have no idea. She introduces them to it. So while she's pulling the wool over their eyes and all of this stuff, they have no idea what they are in store for. Okay. No
Mm-hmm.
idea what they are in store for. And everybody has their limit. Everybody has it to the point where they're just like, you know what, I'm done. Like I cannot do this, and whatnot. And I think that her current beau has reached his by her confirming that she is pregnant.
Mm-hmm. And I like, and I enjoy the aftermath more than the whole, oh, I'm in love and stuff. Like I feel like it's kind of a little cruel or whatever. Because
I'm
but
not
we've
I
gone through so
agree
many
though.
Johnnies, you know what
I
I'm saying?
do
Like
yeah, I
we've
agree.
seen this
I do
over and
like
over.
the
I feel
beef
like
that she
it's
get into
really
with
about
the
to get. It's
yeah.
really this storyline. If you guys been following Jackie,
Thank you,
if you
Melanie.
guys know anything about her storylines and her narratives, when she after she announces that she's pregnant, it gets good.
It
It's
get real.
just about to get good. Tune in. Make sure y'all subscribe. Got all your notifications
Girl,
turned on. Girl, it's about to
you
get
know
good.
I'm gonna be watching. You know I'm gonna be watching. Cause this when she's
Yeah,
fun. It's when she's like in love and manic. Love her. She's
yes.
when she's just like in love and manic, like she's hilarious. Like I like all of her antics and all of her new stories when she just when I first met him, it was on a Tuesday over by Third and Fourth Street. He looks at me and I just knew he was the one that God had sent for me, yo. And then I found out that he been fucking his. It's just it's just like I'm here
Whatever
for
happened to his boyfriends?
here for it, here for
Did
it.
we ever find out about the boyfriends? He had two of them, right? That was calling her phone.
Yeah, I was one of them.
Oh, you was one of them.
Mhm.
Oh well, who's the other one? Because it wasn't me. I swear up and down she was trying to act like it was me calling Slowdale. I was the calling Slowdale.
Stormisha.
Oh, my. Oh,
Yeah,
girl, what a booty! Only $5. So
$5.
why
He can
not?
afford that. He can afford that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, mm, yes, he can afford that. Hold on, I got.
Oh, y'all like this video, like this video, like this video. Y'all make sure y'all sharing this live. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to this video when it's up and it's stuck. My friend almost to 150,000 subscribers. Share this shit everywhere. And that's just on period.
Shout out to Antoinette. Shout out to Marie, I believe, for the super sticker. Thank you so much. And shout out to the person that gives the membership. I'm so sorry. I was trying to keep the conversation going. Yeah, I first because I was checking the Cash App because I've seen that I had got a couple. Shout out to Lysandra and shout out to
Period.
Antoinette. Thank y'all so much for the Cash App. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Don't forget to show King Pain some love at the official King Pain. What is your Cash App?
The
Just
official King
the
Pain. Yes, it's the official King
period.
Pain everywhere. Okay. I see some
Absolutely.
trophies in the chat. Hey, Raven.
Trophies,
Hey, friend.
big dots. So you about to
Period.
go live, friend?
Yes, I'm about to go live right now. Y'all
Okay,
all
so
come on
y'all,
over.
he is linked to my live. Okay, so just you can either tap at the top, tap the links in the chat. And now we're going over to the lituation. King Pain is about to go live. I'm super excited. I'm gonna be over there watching. I'm gonna be over there in the chat. I'll make sure y'all
Period.
come up because that's where we about to be, and that's on period. Okay, big dot. Thank you so much for coming,
Nice.
friend.
Come
I
over
love
here
you.
and laugh,
So
friend.
glad you're
Come on.
back.
You can come on up too, friend. I'm gonna be doing reactions like this. Is the funny shit. You gotta come see.
Okay,
This
period.
is
I'm on my
see. I
way.
see that you did a reaction to, it, but you didn't play the video. I'm gonna play the video.
Okay, you gonna play rap
I,
the video?
I'll play the video.
Wiley,
Yeah, the snake monster going to jail. Did you see that? Friend, friend, he went to jail. He said he had a bomb in his ass. It's a
not
whole
the
lot of shit
snake
going.
monster.
Yes, he did. He said he had a bomb in his ass. It's a whole lot of shit going on, friend.
Ooh. Well, I'm on my way for him.
I don't think they're gonna hold him too long for that win. He just had to go. He just had to go. Number two. That's it.
Hospital.
He
They
was
gonna talk about it.
constipated and he needed an emergency ride to the ER. Yes, he did.
I cannot put him in his ass. I cannot. Okay, well, I love you. I will see you guys
Love
over
you
on
too,
the
friend.
situation. We're going over there right
Yes.
now, okay?
Right
So get over
now,
there
let's go.
right now.
Right now, let's
All right.
go.
Love you
I'm
guys. Thank
pressing
you
this
for
live
tuning
button
in.
right now.
Bye.
Right. Bye, friend. Love you, friend.
Love you.